If you've ever wondered why some people rise to greatness while others remain stagnant, the answer lies in one word: discipline. It's the driving force that differentiates success from struggle. Discipline compels you to take action. Discipline compels you to take action when motivation fades, to rise early, stay focused, and resist distractions. It's what transforms goals into achievements and turns dreams into tangible results. Discipline shatters the chains of procrastination and cultivates habits that foster lasting change. Every remarkable accomplishment rests on a foundation of consistent, quiet effort. Discipline isn't just a character trait, it's the key that unlocks your fullest potential. Master discipline, and you gain mastery over everything else. In the following moments, you'll uncover the qualities that distinguish the ordinary from the extraordinary, the hidden advantage behind every great leader, athlete, creator, and thinker. Discipline is the unseen force that elevates ordinary people into exceptional achievers. Throughout my journey, having studied the lives of the most successful figures throughout history, I discovered one undeniable truth at the heart of their stories: unyielding discipline. Icons like Henry Ford and Thomas Edison didn't reach greatness simply through talent or brilliance. Their success was rooted in their unwavering discipline. Take Henry Ford, for example. When he first envisioned his revolutionary horseless carriage, he faced skepticism and ridicule. His idea was dismissed as impractical, even foolish. He was met with mockery, doubt, and relentless opposition. But despite the storm of criticism, Ford's discipline became his guiding light. Every morning, he woke up with a clear, steadfast purpose. His discipline turned setbacks into stepping stones, fueling his resolve instead of diminishing it. Over time, Ford's commitment to his vision transformed scorn into admiration, doubt into respect. Over time, Ford's commitment to his vision transformed scorn into admiration, doubt into respect, and mockery into marvel. Similarly, Thomas Edison exemplifies the power of discipline. He famously said, "Genius is 1% inspiration and 99% perspiration." Edison's journey was filled with failures as he sought to invent the incandescent light bulb. It wasn't talent or fleeting inspiration that sustained him, it was discipline. Despite thousands of failed attempts, Edison remained committed, methodically refining his process until he illuminated not just a light bulb, but the world itself. Discipline is much more than restriction or hardship. It is freedom, the greatest freedom one can achieve. Discipline gives you the power to act with clarity, especially when motivation wanes or emotions fluctuate. It's easy to pursue your goals when you are inspired or passionate. But real success is forged in those crucial moments when motivation falters and desire weakens. Discipline propels you forward even when your energy fades. Discipline doesn't suppress you, it empowers you. It provides structure and a clear path toward your deepest aspirations. It's the great equalizer, enabling even those with modest talent to surpass others who may be more gifted but lack disciplined commitment. Without discipline, talent remains untapped, and dreams remain unrealized. You might wonder, how can you cultivate discipline in your own life? Start by clearly defining your purpose and setting specific goals. Visualize the outcomes you desire, and let those visions fuel your daily actions. Establish habits and routines that align with your aspirations. Discipline doesn't require grand gestures but rather small, consistent steps over time. Make promises to yourself, and honor them. Each promise you keep strengthens your discipline, boosting your self-confidence and belief in your capabilities. Remember that discipline thrives in an environment of clarity. Vague goals and unclear intentions dilute discipline. Be precise about your objectives, define what success looks like, and outline the steps necessary to achieve it. Surround yourself with disciplined individuals who inspire you. Their example will reinforce your resolve, and their support will bolster your determination. Discipline is ultimately a personal choice. It cannot be imposed from the outside. It must come from within. You must choose to embrace discipline. That choice marks the beginning of a transformative journey. Fully embrace discipline, and you will find yourself equipped to overcome challenges, rise above limitations, and achieve feats once thought impossible. Let discipline be your guiding star, your constant companion, and your greatest ally. With discipline, dreams are no longer mere wishes, they are concrete, attainable goals. Embrace discipline, and watch as ordinary days transform into extraordinary achievements, bringing your greatest aspirations to life. One key hallmark of disciplined individuals is their ability to set clear, well-defined goals. Throughout my years of studying the habits of highly successful people, I've found that they consistently set specific goals. A life without clear goals is like a ship without a rudder, aimlessly drifting at sea, vulnerable to every shifting wave. Consider the Wright brothers, Wilbur and Orville. These two visionaries dared to dream of flight, a seemingly impossible ambition. Many ridiculed their efforts, dismissing them as unrealistic. Yet, the Wright brothers had a crystal clear vision. They knew precisely what they aimed to accomplish. They meticulously planned every step, from building lighter, more aerodynamic machines to perfecting the delicate mechanics of controlled flight. Their unwavering discipline, guided by the clarity of their goals, enabled them to defy skepticism, gravity, and the limitations of their time. Their disciplined efforts opened the skies, allowing humanity to break free from the constraints of the earth and soar into the heavens. Your goals must reflect this same clarity and precision. Ambiguous aspirations cannot serve as a strong foundation for discipline. Clear, well-defined goals sharpen your focus, energize your spirit, and ignite your determination. When you know exactly what you wish to achieve, you create a roadmap that directs your disciplined efforts, infusing each step with purpose and power. Clear goals transform vague dreams into concrete objectives, measurable by actions, milestones, and results. Ask yourself, what do I truly want to achieve? What goal, if accomplished, would transform my life and bring me lasting fulfillment? This requires honest introspection, because true clarity comes only through self-awareness. Once you've identified your destination, visualize it vividly and precisely. See yourself already achieving your goal, experiencing the emotions and sense of triumph associated with it. This emotional clarity fuels your discipline, further solidifying your resolve. Once your goal is clear, commit to disciplining yourself daily. Every day, regardless of how you feel, take purposeful steps toward your objective. Discipline ensures consistency, keeping you on track even when motivation fades or obstacles arise. Each small, disciplined action builds momentum, steadily pushing you toward your ultimate goal. Disciplined individuals thrive on routine. Develop habits that consistently move you forward. These small, daily rituals set achievers apart from dreamers. Discipline means committing to these actions, whether you are inspired or not. It is the quiet, powerful force that keeps you aligned with your purpose. Surround yourself with like-minded, goal-oriented individuals whose disciplined attitudes inspire your own. Their example and encouragement can strengthen your dedication and drive. Learn from both their successes and failures, understanding that discipline and persistence are essential to overcoming obstacles. Ultimately, discipline, paired with clear goals, transforms ordinary people into extraordinary achievers. Let clarity be your guide, fueling your discipline and making each step deliberate and impactful. Today, define your destination. Tomorrow, begin the disciplined journey toward it. Continue this unwavering pursuit, day after day, step by step, until your dreams cease to be mere aspirations and become tangible realities. Your goals are within reach, waiting only for your disciplined pursuit. Embrace the power of clear goals, and watch as your committed discipline turns dreams into lasting accomplishments. Discipline in the face of adversity. Life is filled with challenges, setbacks, and failures. Yet, to a disciplined person, these adversities are not barriers but stepping stones toward greatness. Discipline shapes your mindset, allowing you to see challenges as opportunities for growth rather than obstacles to success. Consider Abraham Lincoln, whose path was marked by repeated failures. Early in his career, he faced multiple defeats. He lost elections, suffered business bankruptcies, and faced harsh criticism. These setbacks could have easily crushed a lesser person's spirit, yet Lincoln's discipline and resilience transformed failure into strength. Rather than letting setbacks define him, Lincoln used each failure as a lesson, building resilience and character. His disciplined mindset turned disappointments into fuel for perseverance. This unwavering discipline eventually led him to become one of the most revered leaders in history, guiding America through its most tumultuous period. Discipline, fueled by resilience, is the key to thriving amid adversity. It gives you the courage and strength to rise each time you fall. It teaches you to keep moving forward even when the odds seem insurmountable. Discipline ensures that temporary setbacks never become permanent defeats. When adversity strikes, pause and remind yourself of this essential truth: setbacks are temporary. Every challenge holds within it a valuable lesson, a hidden opportunity to refine your character and sharpen your skills. Discipline yourself to look beyond the immediate discomfort, seeking the wisdom embedded in your experiences. This mindset shift transforms your entire perspective on life's challenges. Discipline empowers you to ask crucial, empowering questions. What can I learn from this? How can this challenge make me stronger? In what ways can I grow from this setback? With this disciplined approach, you turn every difficulty into a stepping stone toward greater wisdom, strength, and success. To cultivate resilience, you must make a conscious choice to embrace discipline every day. Establish routines and habits that strengthen your spirit, especially in difficult times. Consistency in your actions nurtures resilience, preparing you mentally and emotionally for the challenges ahead. Surround yourself with positive influences, individuals who embody resilience and discipline in their own lives. Their example will inspire you to stay committed in the face of adversity. Keep your goals clear and focused, even during hardship. Goals act as a constant reminder of your purpose, helping you maintain perspective and stay motivated, even in tough times. Always remember, adversity is not your enemy, it is your teacher. Each challenge, setback, or failure carries the seed of growth and opportunity. Discipline yourself to cultivate these seeds, nurturing resilience and personal growth. As you practice this mindset, you will find setbacks becoming setups for your greatest achievements. Ultimately, discipline allows you to rewrite your story. No longer bound by failures or setbacks, you become someone who sees opportunities in every challenge. Embrace discipline with your whole heart. Let it fortify your resolve, deepen your resilience, and guide you consistently toward success. Through discipline, life's challenges become transformative experiences, turning each setback into a vital step on the road to your ultimate achievement. The foundation of achievement: self-belief. From my experience, it's clear that no one can rise beyond their belief in themselves. Self-belief is not just a feel-good notion, it is the very foundation upon which all lasting success is built. Before you can influence others or control your circumstances, you must first command your mind. This command begins with an unshakable belief that you are capable, deserving, and destined to succeed. Thomas Edison, who lit up the world with his incandescent light, experienced thousands of failures. But did he ever doubt his purpose? Did those failures shake his belief? Never. His vision was so vibrant and his faith so unwavering that no amount of failure could diminish it. That, my friends, is the power of self-belief. Understand this: discipline is the servant of belief. Belief provides the vision, while discipline builds the path to it. Without discipline, belief is like a castle in the sky, lofty but without foundation. Without belief, discipline lacks direction. The two must work in harmony, each strengthening the other. Edison didn't simply believe in success, he disciplined himself every day to pursue it. He structured his life, his thoughts, and his actions around his belief. Every effort he made was a brick placed by discipline on the foundation of belief. So, let it be with you. Start every day with a belief. Say to yourself, with conviction, I am capable. I am worthy. I will succeed. Never let anyone, any circumstance, or any failure make you doubt that truth. Doubt is a thief. It will rob you of your destiny if you allow it. Guard your mind like a precious treasure. Reject thoughts of inadequacy or inferiority and replace them with affirmations of strength and purpose. Train your mind as a soldier trains for war with focus, repetition, and discipline. Your thoughts shape your beliefs. Your beliefs shape your actions. Your actions shape your destiny. It all starts with belief. I have had the privilege of sitting across from men of great wealth and influence. I have seen them rise from humble beginnings, not because of luck or circumstance, but because they first dared to believe. They believed when others mocked them. They believed when there was little evidence to support it. And through that belief, they created a vision of success so clear that it attracted the people, opportunities, and circumstances needed to make it a reality. But make no mistake, belief without discipline is just a dreamer's folly. You must act on your belief. Let every movement you make be purposeful. Rise early, plan your day, feed your mind with thoughts that uplift you, surround yourself with those who support you, and when failure comes, as it inevitably will, welcome it as a teacher. Reaffirm your belief, and push forward. Remember, success isn't given to the most talented, it is given to the most determined. And determination is born of belief and matured by discipline. So, I urge you, believe in yourself with all your heart. Discipline yourself as if your dreams depend on it, because they do. When belief and discipline unite, no ambition is beyond your reach. Passion and purpose fuel discipline. In the quest for success, many search for secrets in obscure places, as though triumph were locked behind a door only the fortunate can open. But I have learned that one of the most potent truths is in plain sight. Your passion is your purpose, and from that purpose springs a well of discipline so deep and enduring that it can carry you through the toughest challenges and to the highest peaks of achievement. Consider Ludwig van Beethoven, one of the greatest composers to ever live. Amid his rise to musical immortality, fate struck him with what many would call a final blow: the loss of his hearing. Yet, despite this setback, Beethoven did not allow his passion to waver. He continued to compose, not despite his challenge, but because of the fire his passion ignited within him. His belief in his purpose and his discipline allowed him to continue creating masterpieces, transcending his physical limitations and leaving an indelible mark on history. Let Beethoven's story remind you, discipline, when fueled by passion and purpose, becomes a force that cannot be stopped. Even the most overwhelming challenges become mere stepping stones to greatness. When your passion guides your discipline, for Beethoven, the loss of his hearing was not merely a challenge, it was a monumental tragedy for any musician. But rather than succumbing to despair, he embraced his situation and transformed it into an opportunity to create some of the most transcendent music the world has ever known. How did he continue composing symphonies in the absence of sound? The answer is simple, yet profound: passion. Beethoven's passion for music was not a mere preference, it was his life's purpose. It lived in his soul. This purpose commanded his spirit and fueled his discipline, not the kind of discipline born from obligation, but the kind that flows naturally from within. It wasn't rigid, it wasn't forced. His discipline was a joyful pursuit, born of love for his craft, one note at a time. When you discover your passion, discipline is no longer a burden, it becomes the wings that carry you toward greatness. The world often speaks of discipline as a form of sacrifice or painful persistence, but this only holds when you are walking a path that is not yours. When your path is illuminated by passion, the effort needed to stay on that path feels effortless. It becomes sacred. I have sat with countless individuals, rich and poor, powerful and struggling, and I have seen that those who succeed with peace in their hearts are those who have found alignment between their inner calling and their outward actions. They did not merely work hard, they worked with love. And that love, that passion, made discipline feel effortless. It transformed the grind into grace. Ask yourself, what stirs your soul? What would you do even if the world neither applauded nor rewarded you? In that answer lies the seed of your destiny. Once planted, it is your responsibility to nourish it daily with discipline. Discipline, when fueled by passion, becomes rhythmic. It's like the musician who practices scales not because he must, but because he cannot bear not to. It's like the inventor hunched over sketches at midnight, driven not by compulsion, but by devotion. If you feel lost or fatigued, the problem may not lie in your lack of discipline but in your lack of connection to your passion. Realign, reconnect, and rediscover the fire that once made time vanish and effort feel effortless. When you find it, organize your life around it. Let your mornings be sacred, focused on your purpose. Build your habits in service of your calling. Surround yourself with people who inspire you, who mirror your commitment, and elevate your spirit. Every day, invest in your passion as though it were a treasure, for it is worth more than any material wealth. And remember, challenges do not disappear when you follow your passion, but they cease to be enemies. They become companions shaping you, refining you, and bringing out your best. When passion fuels discipline, greatness is no longer a question of if, it's a question of when. Discipline your growth. Consider the life of Benjamin Franklin, one of the most accomplished figures in American history. Born into humble circumstances with only a few years of formal education, Franklin rose to become a statesman, inventor, writer, and philosopher. His achievements were not the result of mere luck but of his relentless pursuit of self-education through discipline. Franklin developed a daily regimen that included reading, writing, reflection, and experimentation. He was as meticulous in shaping his mind as a sculptor is in chiseling stone. He carried books wherever he went, studied languages in his spare time, and observed the natural world with unyielding curiosity. He was constantly asking questions, taking notes, and testing theories. And above all, he never ceased learning. What Franklin understood and what all successful individuals must understand is that knowledge is not static. It is dynamic, ever evolving. If you want to remain sharp and relevant, you must match this movement with equal energy. But this growth does not happen by accident, it happens through discipline. Lifelong learning requires consistency, just as breathing is natural and instinctive. You must form the habit of learning every day. It does not matter what your role in life is, whether you're a teacher, a merchant, a farmer, or a financier. The moment you stop learning, you begin to stagnate. Your thoughts become stale, your skills become dull, and your potential becomes limited. Discipline is what keeps the mind sharp. Learning is not an event, it is a continuous process. It is not something that happens during a weekend seminar or through a one-time course. It happens daily, through incremental progress. You must commit to learning something new each day. Not only when it is convenient, not only when you are inspired, but every single day. Set aside time to read, listen, study, or reflect. Keep a journal of your insights. Test what you learn through action. Seek understanding and apply it in the service of your goals. The world is moving faster than ever before. Ideas and philosophies are constantly evolving. If you do not make learning a priority, you will be left behind. But if you discipline yourself to grow every day, there will be no limit to what you can achieve. The greatest leaders, thinkers, and innovators have all been disciplined learners. They take notes when others talk, ask questions when others assume, and read when others sleep. Discipline is the bridge that connects your current self to your highest potential. It sharpens your mind, elevates your decisions, and opens doors that talent alone cannot. So, I urge you, cultivate a daily discipline of learning. Let your mind be a garden, and feed it with knowledge, curiosity, and humility. In this garden, the seeds of greatness take root and flourish. Discipline in changing circumstances. Life's great constant is change. It arrives without warning, reshaping the landscape of our lives, our businesses, and our fortunes. Many fear it, resist it, and are undone by it. But the wise individual welcomes it, not because it is easy, but because he has trained himself to be adaptable through discipline. Discipline is not just the ability to maintain consistent actions but also the capacity to navigate the ever-changing tides of life. It teaches you how to remain resilient when circumstances shift unexpectedly. It is the discipline to adapt, to grow, and to continue forward even when the world around you transforms. The disciplined person understands that change is inevitable, and instead of fearing it, he sees it as an opportunity for growth. It is through discipline that we build the mental flexibility to adjust, the emotional strength to thrive, and the clarity to recognize that change, no matter how challenging, is simply another part of the journey toward greatness. The 1950s were a time of significant upheaval. Old industries crumbled, and new markets rose from the ashes. Countless individuals faced major shifts in their way of life, yet amid this chaos, a select few saw what others did not: opportunity. These pioneers adapted swiftly, pivoted with purpose, and positioned themselves not as victims of change, but as its beneficiaries. What set these visionaries apart was not luck but disciplined adaptability. They had honed their minds to remain calm under pressure, their eyes trained to scan the horizon for opportunity, and their habits developed to respond swiftly and strategically. Change itself is not the enemy, it is the resistance to it that causes failure. The man who clings to the past will be buried by the future, but the man who disciplines himself to remain flexible, to evolve with purpose, and to respond thoughtfully to change will rise above the storm. Disciplined adaptability is not about chaos or randomness, it is the art of maintaining your purpose while adjusting your methods to meet the world as it evolves. It is about staying grounded while adjusting your stance in response to shifting conditions. Just like physical muscles, adaptability must be trained. In times of pressure, do not panic. Observe, breathe, step back, and assess. The mind that remains still in the face of uncertainty is the mind that finds solutions where others see only problems. This mental discipline, practiced daily, allows you to embrace change rather than fear it. When change arrives, ask yourself, what has changed? What can I learn from this? How can I grow through it? By cultivating this mindset, you begin to view challenges as puzzles to solve, not burdens to endure. This is how industries are disrupted, fortunes are made, and legacies are born. In the 1950s, as technology surged and global markets shifted, those who adapted their strategies and embraced new ideas outpaced those who remained stagnant. A disciplined mind does not demand that the world conform to it. Instead, it prepares itself to meet the world as it is and shapes it into something better. Build your adaptability like a muscle. Push yourself out of your comfort zone. Explore new tools, embrace emerging trends, and continuously learn. Others may be afraid to ask the hard questions, but you must ask them. When disruption comes, don't hide from it, embrace it. Innovation, not imitation, is the key. Each obstacle should sharpen your thinking, and each setback should strengthen your resilience. The world will continue to change, but with disciplined adaptability, you will not just survive those changes, you will lead through them. Now, let's reflect on how discipline in mindset is the foundation of success. Consider Winston Churchill, who stood at the helm of a nation besieged by war during the darkest hours of World War II. Amidst the uncertainty, Churchill chose to discipline his mind. He refused to succumb to despair, choosing instead to embrace optimism, not as blind positivity, but as a deeply disciplined belief in victory despite the overwhelming odds. His ability to inspire millions with his resilience and hope was rooted in a mindset forged by discipline. We all face battles both internal and external. In those moments, the mindset we choose becomes either our greatest strength or our heaviest burden. When we discipline our minds to focus on possibilities rather than limitations, setbacks become stepping stones, failures transform into lessons, and obstacles turn into invitations for growth. This disciplined mindset is not innate, It is cultivated through practice and conscious effort. Gratitude is a powerful practice that nourishes the mind, as it helps us focus on what we have rather than what we lack. Similarly, optimism is not a naive illusion but a cultivated attitude that enables us to push forward, believing in the power of perseverance even in the face of adversity. Discipline is what transforms positivity from a fleeting emotion into a force that drives us toward our goals. Your thoughts are the architects of your future. If you discipline them to focus on growth, possibility, and resilience, you shape your future with intention. Every day brings an opportunity to train the mind. Will you choose to focus on limitations, or will you choose to see potential? Will you allow fear to control your actions, or will you anchor yourself in courage and clarity? The choice is yours. With each disciplined thought, you move closer to the life you envision. Your mindset determines the direction of your life. Discipline your thoughts, and you will navigate through adversity, opportunity, and the unknown with purpose and clarity. Discipline in action, moving forward with purpose. Dreaming and planning are essential, but without action, these intentions remain hollow. True discipline is proven not in thought, but in motion. Success in any area of life demands consistent and deliberate effort, the courage to act even when conditions are far from perfect, and the perseverance to keep moving even when progress feels slow. Consider the legacy of Andrew Carnegie, one of the greatest industrialists in history. Born into poverty, Carnegie rose to prominence not through luck, but through relentless, disciplined action. He did not wait for opportunities to fall into his lap, he created them. Every single day, he worked with purpose and precision, investing in knowledge, cultivating relationships, and building enterprises. Carnegie's success wasn't solely based on financial fortune, it was built on the foundation of habit and consistent effort. True discipline means acting even when it is hard, when motivation wanes, and when the temptation to delay is strong. Discipline is the force that turns intention into action and makes success inevitable. Discipline is the foundation of success and the bridge between dreams and reality. It is not about waiting for the perfect moment, but about taking action, doing what needs to be done even when the conditions aren't ideal. Procrastination, that silent thief of progress, steals not just time, but confidence and the energy needed to reach your full potential. It traps you in a cycle of unrealized possibilities, leaving you feeling stuck. To break free from this cycle, you must train yourself to act decisively. Discipline yourself to take that first step, then the next, and continue with consistency. Progress doesn't come in sporadic bursts, but in steady, deliberate strides. Each disciplined action, no matter how small, builds momentum and takes you closer to the life you envision. When opportunity knocks, hesitation can be fatal. The disciplined mind, however, responds quickly and confidently, recognizing that many opportunities are wrapped in the form of challenges. Waiting for the perfect moment is often just another way of avoiding fear. Discipline is the antidote to doubt. It fuels action, propels you forward, and ensures you are always ready to seize the moment when it arrives. Your discipline speaks louder than your words, and your actions shape your future. It's the daily work, the consistent effort that defines your success. Each step forward, each bit of progress, carries more power than any unspoken goal. Your destiny is not something you wait for, it is something you build with purpose and consistency. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't is not luck, and it is certainly not talent. It is the strength to act, and behind every decisive action stands the quiet power of discipline. Choose action over hesitation, and let discipline define you. But the power of discipline extends beyond personal success. It can transform lives and create legacies that last. Think of figures like Mother Teresa, whose disciplined commitment to selfless service has touched the lives of millions. Discipline can drive you to live with purpose, focused on a vision larger than yourself. Ask yourself, how do I want to be remembered? Let that vision guide your actions and shape your daily habits. Your disciplined choices today will ripple through time and inspire future generations. Commit to living with intention, and your legacy will reflect the strength and wisdom you cultivated through discipline. Discipline is your master key to unlocking greatness. Use it wisely, and greatness will be yours. Through discipline, you do not simply achieve success, you build a life that others can look up to, learn from, and be inspired by. And in doing so, you ensure that your actions leave an indelible mark on the world. Discipline is the true path to a life well lived, a life of purpose, impact, and lasting legacy.